Hello everyone, this is Mr. Popo Jr. and today I'm showing you how to create Shintaro Midorima in NBA 2K16. I did this as a request by a viewer. Also, after this video, if you want to create this character, feel free to join my Pro-Am team that I created with the Black Titan called the Vorpal Swords. But yeah, let's get into it. Right here while I made this character, there's some issues with the eyes and hair, but I actually figured out ways to get around some of the limitations of NBA 2K16 to actually improve that issue. But before we do that, let's show off the names. First name Shintaro. When I was writing down the name, I noticed that there's not the accented O available, so I just went with the regular O. Last name Midorima, favorite team doesn't matter. Skin tone I selected 5, you can go with 6 if you want to, but I preferred with 5 because, you know, it fits with more of an Asian skin tone and it's less pale. And one thing with hair, I went with the Shaggy hairstyle and the green hair color. The Shaggy hairstyle is possibly the best hairstyle you could probably go with in this game for Midorima and possibly a good amount of the characters for Kuroko No Basket. Most likely you're either going to go with Shaggy or Caesar. And one thing I did to kind of help make the Shaggy hairstyle look a bit more like Midorima's hairstyle, I went and messed around with the straight on sculpting and profile sculpting. One thing I did with the straight on sculpting, I moved the slider to the right for the very top part. And for this one right here, I kind of had it set to slightly to the left and on the middle. For profile sculpting, I put a lot of detail within the profile sculpting, including with the nose as well. With the nose, I kind of made it to where it sticks out because his nose kind of sticks out. But yeah, for the profile sculpting for the hair, I kind of just lower the slider to have it downwards, so it's not like all the way sticked up high like this. And right here, I don't think I'm really made any changes over here, but right here I primarily had it kind of set down to low. And you may notice that Midorima has no glasses, but while you create your character, does it seem you can add glasses to it? I haven't really had glasses to character before, but who knows, maybe they have it within the 2K store somewhere. The features for your eye color, you'll want green. Eyes, I selected 1. That's another issue with the eyes, is that can't really find a good serious eye style, so I just went with the 1 eye style. Ears are the default one because it suits the ears that he had with an anime. The cheek, I selected a 2, so then it kind of gives the chin a bit more that shape that all the Kuroko No Basket characters have. Lips, I said a 3, kind of like a bit more the frowny face bit. It's kind of more like a serious guy. Chin, I selected 3, so that it has more of the point that the characters have. The brow set to 6, because his brow is similar to more like Omine. All this other stuff down here is set to be off. Now next on the list is the facial hair section, which will be the eyebrows. Selected eyebrow 4. There's no facial hair. You may notice that the hair color I selected was blonde, but yeah, they don't have green on there. They got red, black, brown, light brown, and blonde. I just selected that one just because it makes the eyebrows a bit more lighter colored. You can also go with light brown or something like that. I think I'll just go with light brown. What else is next that's more in detail? I guess I can show you guys the nose and the chin, because that's a key feature. That's something that pretty much all the main Kuroko No Basket characters, if not all of them, share in common. They all share the same chin and nose. So we'll go straight on sculpting, and I'll show you the nose. Let's hope I'm at the right spot for the nose. Yeah, this is the nose. Only things I know is a slight difference with Shintaro Midorima. Kinda seems like his nose is a bit more, you can see a bit more nostril-like. So I kinda had it to where it's a bit more open-like. But in most cases, you want to have the slider that's on the right side of the screen. Kinda like just have set to the very edge on the left of the axis. Just like it is on the screen, you'll see. And for the chin settings, I had it set right here to the very right and slightly a bit above that x-axis, which kind of gives the chin the pointy look. While at the same time it doesn't make them look like they haven't went without eating, like right here. Oh boy. But yeah. The profile sculpting, I did put in the detail with the nose. That's kind of one of the key things I went with, and with the hair to kind of help out. So throughout my time doing these how-to videos when it comes to creation, I've learned that I can do more to make them a bit better. And that's kind of how I help, you know, improve my skills when it comes to creating these characters. Because I know that, you know, there's probably something I can do that's slightly better. So this is the main creation part of it. I'm going to show you more details within the next part. Now here's the other part of the video. Here's the player settings where we set up the position and height. Now what we're going to do here is have Midorima's position be shooting guard, which he was. And they already automatically have his height set up how he was in the anime, 6'5". If you want to, you can give him a few inches taller. That will decrease the speed though. You can give him a few inches if you want to. Which is what I did with some characters like Kagami, but that's because he was a power forward. Plus, I just wanted to give the idea that you know, he's a bit older, so he could have gotten a bit taller over the years, but let's just say Midorima probably didn't get very taller. And plus, shooting guard 6'5" is probably a pretty good height. Because of that, he's kind of around the same height as my Kagami that I created, which I had at 6'6". Now scoring style, we'll have it be outside, because that's his thing. He likes to shoot threes. Number 6, the number he wore back in his high school. And which crazy, it's like they already automatically had things planned for me. He had the handiness already had left. Now, in the anime, his weight was at 174. Whoops, looks like we can't go down that low. Yep, guess that'd be too small. But yeah, that's too small for an NBA shooting guard as well. Anyway. Plus, he's grown up now. He's in his senior year in high school at this point. And he's probably fully grown into his body, so now he's able to use his ability to his full potential. Let's get him up to 190. I want to have him up at 190. Or I can just leave him up at 200, because that's actually a good weight for a shooting guard. Yeah, if you want to have him around 174, you can. But I'm going to have him at 200, just for purposes. Sometimes I like to just make them a bit bigger, showing that they've kind of grown over time. Dominant dunk hand. I think I'll select either. Wingspan. How big is their wingspan, huh? You know, when I first did this, I never noticed that made their arms like super long. 'Cause man, their arms look so friggin' long. Oh boy, when you do that. Yeah, but this is what we're going with for Midorima. Shoot guard, scoring style outside, which will have his shooting stats be more, you know, focus more towards threes and mid-range shooting. Inside 6'5", weight will be at 200, number 6, and we playing for the Midtown Bulldogs for senior year at high school. Now we're about to begin my career with these settings. Okay, so I had to sit through a cutscene until I was able to get to this part. But yeah, we went through all these parts, and next I'll probably show you the animations. Perfect. But yeah, I'll show you the animations that we're gonna use. First, let's check out stats though. Now, at this point in the game, we can't upgrade our stats. Well, let's see the stats we have starting out. We got our mid-range at 65, 3 at 60, which is pretty good for us starting out. Yeah, our athlete stuff's not gonna start out very low since their shooting's high. Just regards or rebounds not that great, but yeah, for set distribution, when you do create Midorima and stuff like that, one thing you want to do, max out your jump shooter. Though one could argue that you may want to do that for every character, but in one case, you want to have your scoring style set to jump shooter. I mean, your scoring style set to outside when creating Midorima, and have jump shooter maxed out. Maybe have defender up, because he has shown that he can actually play good defense at that one point when he was one-on-one with Kagami, since he's capable of predicting. Maybe athlete a bit, or playmaker, since he does seem to have some good ball control, good thinking. But one thing that's important, up jump shooter, maybe up inside scoring, but speed. Yeah, you want up his speed and hustle. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this on the fly, kind of thinking. But up jump shooter, one thing you want to do is max out jump shooter. And I guess the rest can be up to you. You know, you can mix up a bit with the rest of the stats, because after when you max out jump shooter, you'll have 55 upgrades left to decide on what to do with your character. You do a little bit with playmaker, you know, because that helps out with your ball control so you don't lose the ball and you pass better. Defender helps you play some good defense. Your athlete will not only help you out with your dunking, but it'll help you out with your speed and hustle, so you're able to move back and forth on the court and stuff. Also jump shots. Right here you have a huge array of jump shots to choose from, hundreds of them. Whoops. But yeah, you have hundreds of jump shots you can choose from. And not just from players. You can even choose from random people as well. You can choose some of the generic release ones. I mean, there are a whole bunch of jump shots. I mean, I could just be the guy that just be like, you gotta figure that out yourself, but I'm gonna come back, do some research, figure out which one would be the best one, and I'll get back to you later. You know, release number 69 has probably been the most appealing so far. I just don't really like the way he just kind of walks back a bit, because Midorima was just not like, yeah, look at me, how cool I am. I made that shot. He's already confident, but yeah, 69 is the best so far, I think, out of the ones I've seen. So yeah, just mark 69 as probably like the possible best one. You know, it took me a few times to look at this shot, but release 94 seems interesting. I think this one might just be the right one. I mean, has the perfect speed tempo, it's got the release point correct, jumps at a pretty good height. think release 94 and 69 might be the two best options, but I'll continue to look at more. Okay, so after checking all the releases, I have decided that release 94 is the best one of them all. Oh wait, if you disagree, you can check out any of the other releases on the list of releases. Just look at other animations and decide on that yourself. But in my opinion, I think 94 is probably the best out of the ones within the game that they give you. Especially out of the ones that are free. Now let's actually test out the jump shot. In, making the three. Yeah. I think it looks pretty nice. Time to get 3Z. Sorry, I ended up trying to make a Swifty parody. Yeah, let's find it. Now, for other characters, first have the release time set to normal. Yeah, set to normal. Ring set slow if you want to, but for normal. All these other animations, they don't really matter all that much. Especially since dunks are locked. Most of them. Yeah, you can look into them yourself for a lot of these animations. And the crossover stuff. Usually I do that for a lot of characters, but Midorima, he's not really much of a character that is like Omine or Kagami that has to use a lot of triple moves to kind of do the shot, but he does do it. So I would just make it based on your own opinion on what you want to make it. Your shot. Yeah, one of the key things you want to have is a jump shot. Because when you're using Midorima in NBA 2K16, one thing you want to focus on is the shot. Yeah, that pretty much ends the video on how to create Shintaro Midorima. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions, just put that down in the comment section. If I have a few likes, I'll upload some more videos on how to create other characters. Well, actually, I'll probably just upload more videos on how to create some of the other miracles anyway, because I need that. I need to make some more. Especially since I am working on the Vorpal Swords team, which is filled with miracles, and Kagami and Kuroko. And what else do I need to say? Yeah. I might do a video that shows me playing as Midorima in the first high school game, because the other times it was rather fun and I just destroyed the other team. So I think I'll probably make a video of that as well. But yeah, if you like the video, like it, feel free to share it with your friends, and hit the subscribe button for more Kuroko No Basket videos, and watch my Kagami's basketball videos. Yeah, I know, self-advertising, but hey, it really does help me out. This is Mr. Popo Jr., and I'm out.